Yes, people, it was muted. My bad. The people are late in it. I can't be bothered waiting for them. Neither can Daps. Lee, after all that talk yesterday, we'll see what he says in a second. Jay said he wants to jump in. We got Monts on the way as well.
Which Jay?
Jay.
What, Manchester Jay?
Yeah, he wants another piece of Lee. So it is what it is. People, bro, we can just gonna have to wait and see, innit? So we're gonna sandwiches be us two for the time being. Everyone's too used to us like being in this kind of like box, but there's just no point, is there? We might as well just stay in this one for now. But yeah, man, people smash the likes. We're just gonna talk about let's talk about yesterday, man. I mean, Liverpool decided that they wanted to turn up a little bit.
Well, Arnie slot in. I mean, bro, for me, I feel like yesterday, actually, that was probably the perfect result because I want Arnie Slot to stay in a job for as long as possible. I don't want Liverpool to win games of football, but I want the title race to remain on.
Facts.
He is here.
He is here. Let's go into all of this one. We can add people slowly but surely. I'm pretty sure, man. But Lee's here. Let me get the headphones on. Like, people, make sure you keep smashing the likes, man. They're actually important. I'm going to make sure I time them every 10 minutes. I say 10 minutes. So, yeah, man.
Every time I look to the right, there's a picture of a gal on your screen. And I don't know.
Hey, box seats are crazy.
Lee, you there?
Hey, let's see if you could jump in.
Lee?
We want to know about your prawn sandwiches.
He might possibly. Maybe he had too many prawn sandwiches. And,
one too many.
The prawns were past the sell-by date. And
so let me ask you quickly then.
Yes.
Are you now more hopeful? I didn't get to catch your conversation with LB.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. I'm just more frustrated. That's where it is. Like, I think Lee said it yesterday, and I think he was pretty spot on. Where someone said, "If you don't beat Liverpool tomorrow, is the title race on?" And he said, "No, we still win it because I don't have faith in Liverpool, in City with the injuries." And this is where I am at the moment. That it's all well and good Arsenal dropping points, but we've still only picked up 3 points from a possible 9 in our last 3 games, and what will change in our next game. So until I see a change in my team, like, yeah, we're still in the title race, right? But we have to improve. Like, we're not going to remain in the title race if we go and draw our next game. Right. So we still need to improve. It's like, yeah, it's great. That's all well and good that Arsenal drop points. If I'm Pep today, I'm using it to remind the players, see, fucking, if you lot would have seen out the game against Chelsea, or if you lot would have took one of your 20 chances against fucking Brighton, we'd be closer to Arsenal now. But we're not, because we didn't. So I'd be using this as a bit of like, you have to remember, like, don't keep your heads down. Your heads have to be up, because you've got to be in it to win it. And at the moment, it's kind of like we're not in the lead, and we could be close. Do you know what? Fuck it. If we beat Sunderland because it was a draw, if we turn that draw into a win, if we turn that Chelsea game into a win just by hanging on for another 2-3 minutes, and if we fucking took one of those 20 chances, we'd be top now, right? And if I'm Pep, I'm reminding the players of that. But at this point, it's like, it's all well and good Arsenal dropping points, but unless we start turning draws into wins, it means fuck all, to be honest with you.
We said, how was your box seat, man?
It was good. I went with my dad. You didn't have me, by the way. Yeah, no, it was good, man. Went with my dad yesterday. Watched the game in my box seat. It was quite nice, man. It was good. Shout out, met Hooks after the game. Shout out to Met Callum as well. So yeah, man, it was good.
Everyone's saying, but that's a lot of ifs. That's exactly what I'm saying. That if I'm Pep, and I'm not Pep, by the way, I'm using that. I'm saying, fucking, if we would have got our job done, yeah, this is where we would be, and this is where we need to continue that way moving forward.
I got a good story as well.
Hey, Monts, by the way, sorry, just quickly, Monts. Slot's going to be kept in the job a little while longer.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But listen.
No, thank you, son.
If Yova, if you see this video, man, shout out to you, man. Yesterday, I saw him and his wife. Me and my dad, we stopped and helped him. Because yeah, his car, he was overheating, man. Something wrong with the engine, and we stopped and helped him outside the stadium. So, Yova, if you see this video, man, shout out, man.
Who's that?
Yova.
Yeah, Nico Yova.
Is that the set piece coach?
Yeah. Cool guy, man. Like, we just, it was just random.
As if you helped the set piece coach.
Yeah.
You said about the engine.
Wait. So you said his car broke down, and you was like, was you like in the car behind or something?
Yeah, no. So we were parked
in your box seat reserved. No. They parked under the stadium. Obviously, we parked around the corner, and then yeah, literally they were on like outside Yum Yums. If you know Yum Yums, the Caribbean shop, they were literally right there. And then yeah, obviously you'll know Monts. Obviously, shout out to you. He was at AFTV. AFTV Studios isn't far from the stadium, innit? So you literally just
I think we've been to that Yum Yums before.
Yeah. You go through the park.
I had to get a massive Red Bull to drive home.
Yeah, so we were there, and then literally, we drove past, and then we saw Nicholas Yova with his wife. So me and my dad, we stopped, helped him. There was something with the engine, and yeah, literally just helped them out, man. So shout out, if you ever see me, if you see this video, shout out to you, man, because he was a cool guy. I'm not gonna lie, offered us tickets as well, so we'll be down again.
I told you he gets free tickets. I fucking told you Lee gets free tickets.
Well, shout out Nico Yova, because
not only are you like now you're like a box wanker now, and that, you know what I'm saying? Now now you've got like the VIP, like you're the VIP.
I ain't gonna lie, though, yeah. No, but it was just it was cold, innit? It was cold yesterday. So yeah, man, he gave us.
I know you like the
with some tickets. So when you see the pictures dropping and you see the players, if I see some players in that, man, it's gonna be a good day, man. I'm looking forward to it still.
No, that's nice. That's still a nice thing to do, though. Like,
Facts.
Yeah, man, it was just as nice as Martinelli helping.
He's a footballer.
It was just as nice as Martinelli helping Conor.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say. That's the next thing I want to say, because it will be very quick of me to come on here and talk about other teams and players when they do things like that. But listen, I'm not going to slander the guy, but I think in the moment, you sometimes you got to kind of you got to keep your head in it. And he lost his head. What he did was the act was disgusting, but I'm not saying he's a disgusting person. I just think he lost his head and he didn't realize in it. But still, like, if a man's injured, you don't do that stuff in it. Like, you just don't do that in it. But yeah, I hear it.
You know what it was, right? Because the thing is, watching it on the TV, the minute Conor Bradley landed, the commentator said, "Oh, that doesn't look good." Yeah, you could tell he wasn't wasting time, right? But I think Martinelli had ran off to get the ball, so Martinelli didn't necessarily see him land, right? So I'm with you, Lee. That I understand that sometimes, yes, in the 92nd minute, you think, they're time wasting. Yeah. And by the way, let's be clear. Remember, was it even Martinelli, an Arsenal player, got injured, came off the pitch to get treatment, and Arteta sent them back on the pitch to fall over on the pitch.
It was Martinelli.
But these are the dark arts of football. It happens. So I understand it. And maybe, but it's just like, and the dropping of the ball, the way he dropped the ball on him was mad. Yeah. But then it's like, I think he just lost his head. And when the players were saying, "What are you doing?" The second push, like trying to push him off, that was mad. But I can't lie. The maddest thing for me was Roy Keane. Yeah. Bro. Roy Keane. Bro, no self-awareness, you know. This is a player who fucking literally ended a man's career. And when he ended a man's career, went over and screamed in his face, right? No. And then he's on TV criticizing someone for it and saying, players shouldn't do that.
The first thing I was going to say as well, I didn't actually see I didn't really get what was going on when I was in the stadium. I only saw it afterwards. I didn't really understand the whole situation. So that was the first thing. The second thing is, obviously later on, I didn't heard what Gary Neville said. And again, I just think it's like the right, listen, people can say certain things in it, but it's just the right messenger that has to say these things, and the way you say it, like you're saying it on TV where kids are watching. So it's almost a bit like you're gonna then incite someone to do that on a Sunday league game. So for me, I just think, like, look, Arsenal and Martinelli, I think that we have to keep that the main thing. We can talk about all the other people, but yesterday the main issue was what Martinelli did. I don't want to talk about because, as I said, if it was me, I will be keeping the same energy and kind of being on the players at that moment who did it for another team. So listen, I'm not going to talk about Arsenal because Arsenal, we don't really do that kind of stuff. But Martinelli, in your head, you lost your head, and you got to keep your head, but you can't.
To be fair, he said on his story he didn't know at the time. He's
but still,
that was my whole thing. I don't think he realized.
No, he didn't know because he was off facing the ball.
Yeah, I heard that. But my thing is,
I didn't say no one. No, I'm saying yesterday I wasn't on Martinelli. I wasn't saying Martinelli knew he was injured and he still done it. If anyone watches Martinelli's like media stuff, you can tell he's a calm guy. Like, he's not a nasty guy, but the act for me was viral. So my thing was that if you're gonna put your hands on someone and you don't know the extent of the injury, and someone decks and one of the players comes and bodies you off the pitch, you have to hold that. You have to hold it.
I think
so. I'm gonna ask you again. I'll ask again then. So if in your mind, if someone's moved themselves on the pitch when they can move themselves off the pitch, if they are hurt and they know they're hurt, what about that then? Are you not putting yourself into a stupid situation?
It is. It's very simple. I know in my head that if you have an ACL, a torn tibia, or any sort of injury,
move in it.
You can still move. So even if you're moving, that don't mean you're not hurt. So that don't matter to me.
I think he only knew. I only think he knew when he tried to stand. When he tried to like kind of get up. That's the only thing I saw.
He easily could have snitched to the ref. Like when he easily could have like gone to the ref. Like, bro, what's he doing? Like, what's man doing? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people. Sorry, Dap. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Polly. I didn't realize you was.
No, you carry on, bro. Carry on.
Oh, you got some manners today, Lee. This is new.
Every day, I think the only thing
that's what I do. I humble.
He got to all manners while with the rich folk.
Osaguna gave him a phone call after the stream.
Money's by an Aussie, but it is what it is. But listen, for me, I think the only thing what I'm going to, because a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, it's overreaction because he didn't know." I think that's not the point. My point is that we all know, even when you're on road, people always don't touch people, don't touch people's stuff, don't touch people. You don't have to touch him. You leave him, and the ref should do what he needs to do and add more time on. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? I'm with Cass, right? I don't think because like I said, he jumped for the ball. Martinelli ran off to get the ball, right? So when he came back over and he initially saw,
he threw the ball at him.
So Bradley, that one was mad. Cheeky. The way he dropped the ball on him, was mad, right? But then the players came over and were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He then went back to push him off. It's like, bro, the second one. Now. My question is though, will the FA be looking at that, or is it just
no? There's no.
I don't think they will.
No, there's no need. There's no need. I don't think, man. Listen, if you watching the game, there was an incident between I think Wirtz and Gabriel Magalhaes where he picked him up. He was literally picking him up. Things happen where people are on the floor and players pick people up. The issue is I think you just. At that moment in time, you can't throw the ball at somebody. You can't kind of push somebody off the pitch as well. That's the difference. So I think, look, for me, he said what he said. He's apologized. Let's move on. He's not the worst player in the world. He's not a horrible human. He's made a mistake. He rushed of blood. But for me, as I said, the reason why I'm talking about it is because I'm keeping the same energy. If it was a Liverpool that did that, if it was a Chelsea player, I know what would have happened. I know the discourse. So I think you keep the same. That's all.
Yeah, but you know what? You're not keeping the same energy as you did yesterday. So we're going to talk about that. But first, before we get onto that,
that's what I do. I humble people, by the way.
See
this newfound Lee. This is what happens when Lee plays me. He gets this newfound.
Quick one.
Trying to maintain he's just like a pastor. Look at his dress. I'm telling you. He's got the turtleneck. I got Lee in the turtleneck, bro. I got Lee in the turtleneck.
No, this is essentials, bro.
I got Lee in the turtleneck, bro.
He's got you got a blazer on, Lee.
I got Lee helping out.
Essentials, bro.
I couldn't see. No way. From our screen, because of the light, it looks like because you're the crease that come down, it looks like you got a blazer on and a jumper like around it, but it's actually just
no, it's not a turtleneck, but it looks like
he looks like it from here though.
What you saying? Lee's dressing differently now. He's in a box.
Yes, man.
Turtleneck, some blazer, and I don't know.
I got Lee helping the community, and as a community man now. This is why
Loafer Lee. He's now referred to as Loafer Lee.
Nah, loafers, they'll kill my bunions, bro. I can't do that.
640, 650 in the house. I'm pretty sure. Please, look, 130 likes. Can you get this to 200? If you haven't done so yet. Even if you're not in the live chat, I know the live chat people always are active, so I know if they're done. But anyone that's watching, unless you're in a car and a moving vehicle, if you're in control of that, don't bother. But anything else, please, smash the likes. It does go a long way. Let's talk about your energy, Lee, man, because the Lee I was hearing yesterday was a bit, bit left. I would say there was a lot more like emphasis in your tone of voice, and you know what? I still think Arsenal are going to win the league anyway. That's a personal preference. But if there's a way to just allow a story,
preference,
it's my personal preference. I'd rather Arsenal win the league. So
I mean, the bad thing is, at the start of the season, I actually did say, the one thing I cannot see is Liverpool retaining the league, right? So I'm kind of in a bit of a win-win situation.
But if there's a story to be made, here's our story, innit? 6 points clear. You got to go to the Etihad, and these days draws look like losses. So it might be a little bit.
Will the Man City players look at that and go, Liverpool just giving us the defibs? Fuck it, let's go smash Man United. They might. That's how they're gonna have to look at it. Like that's how
we got two games before. We got 2 games before that United game as well. That's FA
Cup first, then I think.
Then how about away game? 2 away games. 2 away. Sorry, no, away to fucking Newcastle.
In the cup. I don't know.
Yeah, but at this point, bro, like cups for me.
But you got Semenyo coming in. But Semenyo,
I can't go 2 seasons
now
for
in
that
as well.
trophy. Yeah,
but Semenyo's now in. So I'm not saying Semenyo is going to change your season, but it's like a little uplift. Like, cool, the season looked like it could have been over. Literally,
yeah.
We've been given another, not another chance, but it's
CPR.
Like you've been given an extension on your stats. You've been given an extension on your coursework. You didn't think you were going to get the extension.
Real talk. We've gone and said, look, it's not there, and the teacher said, you know what, I'll give you another week, and we're like,
yeah, you've been given. That's what I'm saying. You've been given another week.
But here's my thing, bro. When you get given another week on your coursework, yeah. Do you go right on the first day, go and get it done? Or once again, are we going to do the same fucking thing and wait till fucking the 6th night to decide, fuck it, I better try and do it? And that's what I need to know at this point. Like, it's all well and good that Arsenal dropped points yesterday, but until I see us turning draws into wins,
there we are.
It's irrelevant, right?
You know what, though? Yesterday, you said it yourself as well once. Yesterday wasn't on Arteta. Yesterday was purely on the players.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of both, to be fair. Still,
that's for me.
I think the only sub that was wrong was Martinelli. I think that was a crap substitution to bring on at 0-0. I think you bring him on towards like 10 minutes at the end. Do you know what I mean? I think Trossard shouldn't have come off. You've got Portsmouth on the weekend. What business does he have coming off the pitch?
I don't think he had a great game, but there was a moment where Zubimendi stops the ball from probably going right into Saka's feet, right in the box.
Oh yeah, that part, yeah.
I think I remember that probably would have been Trossard's moment. I'm not blaming Zubimendi because I think he's not to know because he's making a third man running it, but it's one of them ones, isn't it?
Yeah. What did you see yesterday, Lee? Because first half, you lot were
busy in prawn sandwiches. He wasn't watching the game.
Yeah, prawn sandwiches. You lot were absolutely balling out. Like the ball was moving quick. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for better movement, you probably go 1-0 up. If someone decides that they want to anticipate Saka's crosses, and then in the second half, it's like these players didn't want it.
I think for me, how I left the game was, I think first half we had a 20-minute spell. I think over exaggeration to say the first half we battered Liverpool. We didn't. I don't think we were penetrating enough. I thought we had a 20-25 minutes, and then I think from the 30th minute onwards, Liverpool grew into the game. They started to kind of get control of the ball. The possession became quite equal. I think the fans, I'll just talk about for the fans where I was, everyone was quite nervous, and it started to permeate throughout the stadium. Got to half time, and we thought we would do what we always do. We score a lot of goals in between the 50th and 60th minute, and I think that's what we were hoping on. But we came out, and it was just, it was horrendous. It was diabolical. And what I hate, and I'm sure every fan base does the same thing, is, and sorry, not fan base, like there's sort of PR teams for certain clubs. Man City, we see it. I see Arsenal like crazy. Liverpool a little bit. Man United. You see training drills, shooting drills from Gyokeres, or you see heading for the bro. I'm like, it gets on my nerves because I see all of this stuff, and then in the game, you don't do anything near it. Like, and I think my only thing where I'm going to disagree is I think what Arteta did yesterday, he wasn't somebody who didn't make us lose the game, but he didn't help us to win the game. I thought his subs were a bit too late, and I don't think his subs were the correct subs. I would have probably still kept on Odegaard and kind of gone for it, tried to get control of the ball, and then take off probably Zubimendi, put Declan Rice a bit further back. Miles Lewis-Skelly, for all intents and purposes, was horrendous on the pitch yesterday. And listen, Gyokeres, I don't even want to talk about that guy because listen, I just saw. So
let's talk about Gyokeres.
Yeah, let's talk about him.
Okay, you lot can talk about him, but listen, it's now become, once you know what I'm going to say, it's now become low hanging fruit. There's no point talking about Gyokeres because he's so bad. Yeah, I can't, like, it's pointless, isn't it? It's actually pointless. But
why?
Yeah, man, I'm not too sure about everything, bro.
I think you should talk about him. I want to talk about him.
You lot. There's nothing more I can say to you guys about him though, but you get me. Like, I actually can't say anything more in it.
Gyokeres, man, Gyokeres, just yuck. I think I'll be honest. Yeah, you can talk about time with someone and give him time, but usually when you want to give a player time, they give you something to go off of. Like there's something that you can go, build on that.
Is it worse than first season Nunes?
What do you mean? Nunes got like 20 goals, or?
I mean, yes,
because Nunes was causing havoc as well, right?
The thing is, and this is the thing. It actually gets me hot when people compare Gyokeres to Nunes.
Wow.
Compare him to Rasmus, please. And even Rasmus was better than him. I'm sorry. Like Rasmus, even though he went 0-14, he went on like a 6-game scoring run and he scored and he was the top scorer in the group phase of the UCL when United got knocked out. So like he's actually on like that Rasmus below the Rasmus thing. And Rasmus was the laughing stock of the league. And Rasmus was there was more of a magnifying glass on Rasmus Højlund because the pressure was actually on him to deliver for United. Like it weren't like he had an Arsenal team, he had a team around him that was just top of the league, doing really well. Like Gyokeres, for me, he's one of the luckiest players in the world to be surrounded by a very well-balanced, possible, likely title-winning side. So he kind of has that space he won't be sold after a season or so. He will be classed as a winner and he can build off that in his own time. If any sort of pressure was on this man, he'll be talked about like he's Rasmus Højlund.
Wow, sorry. I've just seen, did Rodri give any of the signs in his first 18 months? Bro, you're trying to compare Gyokeres to Rodri at this point?
Yeah, and Rodri was a lot younger, by the way.
And actually, yeah, Rodri was not prime Rodri in his first season, but he also wasn't fucking
27, 28 years old.
He didn't come in as the best DM, as one of the best DMs in the world. Man, see,
I don't know what being
touted as 100 goals in 2 seasons.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If Gyokeres was like 23 or 22, you could probably give him the benefit of the doubt, the fact that he's young and he's trying to, I don't know, find feet in another league. But 0 shots in 7.
I don't know. Was that whoever commented that? Are you trying to say that, give Gyokeres time, he's going to win a Ballon d'Or? What are we doing here? Bro, that is, and the fact is, you're right with Nunes. Nunes did have a better season. I thought I'd ask it. I mean, at this point, is Sesko having a better season?
At least Nunes was missing, though. He was actually getting into the opportunities.
Yeah. Well, he was Captain Chaos, right? He was actually doing that. Whereas at the moment with Gyokeres, he's doing nothing.
How about this? Arsenal would have been better with Nunes, as in like, at least like. Would Nunes have been Nunes would have been better for Arsenal right now.
Let me tell you something though. Months later on, I don't know if you're gonna have a show on BSB later. I think you owe Kears an apology.
I've already apologized. That was like 2 months ago, bro.
Oh, okay. You know what? What am I talking about?
What was that about?
Kears said specifically before. Kears said before you lot signed Gyokeres, like before it was like he said, not gonna lie, I trust Nunes to do better in the Prem than Gyokeres. And he got absolutely he got caned in that, bro. He got beat up in the comments. We was all going mad. That was about 2 months ago. I said, bro.
But back to Gyokeres, 0 shots in 7 games. Yeah?
What?
0 shots in 7 games.
That's a lie.
Nah.
No, because he had the 2 headers. No, he had the 2 headers against Villa.
No, it's not 7 in a row. It's not 7 in a row. It's not 7 in a row.
No, it's his overall. He's in 7 different games. He's had 0 shots. It's like that's not enough shot creation by himself. Do you get it? Yeah. Big up. Had it. Yeah. So this is his favorite subject as well. So it kind of lands on Q. And at this point, I don't know if it's down to his weight or
I think Jay might be my handyman. He might actually be my handyman. I'm not gonna lie.
So it seems like I'm punching you or something, doesn't it?
It doesn't look like a real. It doesn't look like
you're punching anyone.
It doesn't look like a real thing where he's like his explosiveness isn't there from what I saw at Sporting for sure. From the few games that I did watch him and whatnot, it doesn't look like a player that can create for a top like himself in the top side either. This is brand new to him, but it's just like at this point, you got to start pointing the finger and saying, are you holding the team back from what it could actually be, even a little bit better, maybe a bit further? Arsenal's, we say it all the time, Arsenal's defence, their goalkeeper, if you want to include him, if you want to include the midfield, it's all solid.
Yeah.
But there's always that one little bit where, people...
The Arsenal could be even better.
It could be even better. Yeah. Like Havertz, I think suits the team a little bit more. Can you do better than Havertz? Yeah, of course you can. Marino in the side looks better when he's up there. The thing is, yesterday, he's like, Gyokeres just don't... I just feel like he looks raw. How can that make sense for a 27, 28-year-old?
Does he look like a championship forward?
Listen, Jay, I know you're gonna have I know you want to come in there. I said you're like my candy man. Every time you're like my Grim Reaper, bro. You're like my Grim Reaper. I'm sure you're gonna come in and
good afternoon to you too, Lee.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Yeah. Happy Friday to you, my brother.
Happy Friday. How was the VIP box?
It was good. I'm saying I went with my dad yesterday. It was good. It was nice, man. It was nice. Listen, we come back to London. You know, I might have something for you. You get me? I might have a little few tickets for you. So, enjoy the game.
Has he ever offered you tickets?
No.
Cass?
No, I've only been for 3 years now as well.
No, I'm pretty sure if I asked me, it'd be like, yeah, months.
Wait, Lee, here we go. Wait,
is it because Jay's rich as well?
Wait, Lee,
is that what it is?
See, I'm not rich. I'm like rich, like go hang out with students and you seem rich. Like I'm not like real life rich. Like I'm like metaphorically rich. Like go to the right places and you'll be like, oh my god,
hey Jay, go to a student night and buy a bottle of champagne.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. I'm the one. I'll be like, I'll buy a round, and you pull out your cards, and they're like, oh my god, this guy was just so affluent. I'm like, no, it costs £17.
Lee, I mean, it's kind of a shame because Arsenal's got Man United soon, and you have these lavish box seats. I think is that your next home game potentially? And I didn't get an invite to the box.
I've never got an
invite. I think that's
kind of. I can sort you out with that, man. Yeah.
Lee, if you're hiring a box, just get the whole Never a Foul lot down.
No, I'm not hiring a box. No, I'm not hiring a box. Anyway, let's not digress.
So wait, hold on.
I'm sure Jay wants to talk about it.
Are you not gonna sort me out then? Since you're Liverpool, since you're Gooner Lee.
I'm gonna see what I can do, but yeah, we'll talk about Gyokeres.
Lee, just quickly though, innit? Because obviously I have to. You know what it is? It wouldn't be very Montel like if I don't, take us back a little bit into the kind of energy you guys were all showing before the game, and now I've got you well spoken, helping the civilians.
What was my energy before?
Hold on, I've got you well spoken. I've got you helping the civilians. How about it, like, bro? You're just like Morpheus. I've got you like.
He's trying to dodge the bullet.
No, I'm still. Okay, my energy before the game was I do think that Man City are going to win the league because of the injuries. That was my energy. I did say that. I think the injuries. That's the reason why. That you go back and watch it.
Lee, please, have you got a pair of shades?
Yeah, let's say have you got a pair of shades?
Can you quickly go shave off a bit of your beard?
Nah, I'm not on the Matisse vibe. I'm not on the. Shout out to him though.
Hey, listen, no, but generally, Lee, to be fair, you weren't the worst, didn't you weren't that bad.
I wasn't bad at all.
But obviously, for me, I'm not gonna do the don't get me wrong. I learned off Chelsea, innit? We beat Arsenal 0-0. Beat Arsenal 0-0, and for me, with how depleted our team was, and Frimpong right wing being probably as good as Saka, and that I look at that and I just go, for me, the way the players sat back in that second half was nothing short of embarrassing. It was a disgrace, in my opinion. In the isolation of the game, it was a disgrace. If we're talking about like the bigger picture, Arsenal will be fine. Let's be honest, Arsenal will be fine. But in terms of the game, that was a disgrace. And I think it's another example. Again, the Chelsea game with 10 men. You look at that sort of game. And you go, come on, guys. Like, you have to impose yourself a little bit more. Obviously, that one was away from home. So we obviously give you the benefit of the doubt. You have another chance today to kind of change that. And you've kind of done it again. And I think that, for me, I was, in that first 20 minutes, I thought the game could have got mad ugly. The way Saka was doing up Gyokeres, isn't it? I thought it could have got real ugly very quickly. But, again, I think Grav took the game to Arsenal, especially. The whole midfield was good. Grav was very good, and to let Rice know that he's still in that conversation with Caicedo and them, and he's just on a bit of a wobble right now. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like maybe the subs could have come on a bit earlier. But I think in that second half, I really expected you lot to kind of just carry on swinging the ball around until eventually Liverpool cracked. That's what I think.
I think obviously the energy of certain fans, I will mention no names because mother did not raise a snitch. However, Gunnerly, that energy may have seeped through into the players, because to me it felt a little bit like, not that they thought that Liverpool was going to be a pushover, but it almost felt a little bit in the game like, okay, what are we going to do? Like the first kind of wave hasn't
worked. 4s and 5s, Jay. I was hearing 4s and 5s.
Well, my thing was like Saka, and I saw Kaz say this before, and I was like, Saka should have come off around an hour. And it feels weird saying that your talisman, or arguably one of your best players, should be coming off at that time. But that game was kind of screaming out for Madueke, like from about an hour in. Do you know what I mean?
Jay, someone said that Saka has 4 goals in 18 months. Is that true?
Can I just say as well? I think it is. Can I just say, right? Can I just say, yesterday when I was on,
I do like the tone of voice today, Lee.
Well, no, I lost my voice a bit.
I must say, the tone of voice is discernibly different from. And by the way, a draw is not a bad result. It's just the energy of this is our game back. I think everyone knows we're going to win the league at this point. Incidentally, the voices might sound different because I don't sound like you, but I'm paraphrasing.
When I was on the stream with you guys,
proverbially sounded yesterday. Can
we pull up the stream? Because I did say the main issue that I had, go back and watch it. The main issue that I had was I was worried about complacency. I wasn't sitting there saying 5-0s, 4-1s. That wasn't me. That wasn't the energy. And you know what? Actually,
I feel like the energy was, you need to appreciate how good Arsenal are. We need to give.
No, I didn't say that. What I said. Hold on, Jay. Let me land my point. Let me land my point. My point was, I would like Arsenal to slap Liverpool because we have not done it over a period of 10 years. I can't remember the last time we've actually slapped them, and they always beat us. But my energy wasn't that at all. But what I will say is, and actually, I'm actually going to take a leaf out of your book, and I'm going to overtly, outrageously snitch on somebody else. Because when I met Hooks yesterday, I was expecting someone very loud. I was expecting somebody loud. And listen, he's my bro. He knows this. He knows he's my brother. I was expecting somebody quite braggadocious and quite outlandish and, quite overtly, what would you say? Overtly in your face. And he was quite quiet. I didn't expect that as the characteristics of how he is online. But yeah, listen, man, shout out to my bro Hooks, man.
Wow, internal fighting, man.
Internal snitching. I just thought that was it was interesting to see, because your Jay's coming at me, Pauls, with the certain kind of energy sort of allegations, but really and truly,
He's taller. You are Hooks.
Him. Nah, he's taller than me. He's
taller. He's taller.
But listen,
I'm sorry. Hooks is the smallest tall man of all time. Because everyone keeps telling me that Hooks is tall. He doesn't look tall.
He's tall, bro. He's tall.
Yeah.
He's tall.
He can't be 6. Like it just.
Bro, let me put it like this. Daps has got an extension where we're at right now. Yeah. It's up there. Yeah. His hat touches it.
I'm sorry.
What hat was he wearing?
Sounds like AI. Are you sure
he was wearing a hat like Dappy, but
yeah. It touches the fucking upper wall up there. The one the extension that comes down there, that little part there. He's that fucking tall. Next to he made Dean look small,
bro. I out there on the barbecue. I was on like a race.
He makes Dean look short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Listen, and everyone knows I'm missing in it, but I just thought he was gonna be a certain kind of loud, but he wasn't, bro. I was a bit.
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10" is a great height for a man. You know what I mean? It's not quite 6 foot, but it's like I'm not in piss take territory. Like women look up to me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's good enough. So stop that. But Hooks is never 6 foot. Like you guys need to. It sounds like AI or Trump fake news because he just doesn't look like a 6'5" guy. I'll give him 6'2". At a push, at gunpoint. But
when people sit down, everyone looks a little different. Like people think Monster's actually like 5'4".
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Monster's not 5'4".
No, he's 5'11". He's 5'11".
Monster's not 5'11".
Nah, he is, bro. He is. Bro, Monts is the biggest myth in YouTube when it comes to height. Because I hear what you're saying. Monts, sometimes you think Monts is short. He's not short,
Nah, man. He's like like Rick and Morty. See, Morty's got like long legs.
Monts, do you want to come back and defend yourself?
He does a little bit. Like, tell me, when Monts has his hair cut in that way, he doesn't look a little bit like
Rick and Monty. That's crazy. People are just talking how mad the Gyokeres signing is.
That's it, Rick and Monty. Rick and Monty.
Arteta out brigade were desperate for this guy. They've all gone quiet. Berta versus Arteta chat.
I want to know if Hooks was in the box with Lee. Did Hooks get an invite to the box, Lee?
Probably couldn't fucking fit in.
No, right, good.
But yeah, no, I was gonna go back to even off of that comment of Gyokeres, whatever. Look, I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal as it stands. I don't think they play to his strengths, and I don't even know if Troops keeps backing the guy. I was gonna ask once, is he backing? Like, is he getting thoroughly backed at this moment of time? Like, is it by certain parts of the fan base? But there's going to be a point within, I think, let me know in the comments if you're an Arsenal fan, especially if Gyokeres is still the way he is and you've got the likes of Jesus, Marino or whoever.
Havertz been back on the bench for a while now, isn't he?
He's kind of like...
I guess he was out for a long time.
Yeah, he's so, like, they're not too double sure on him at the moment. Right, okay. But would you not be looking at that thinking, I want to put somebody else up top? Like, we could be further a lot along the way. If down the line, if you did have someone that is just able to get into certain goal scoring positions at the very least, do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like Arsenal could have ran away with it by now, man. If Arteta decided to drop him earlier, and just that little bit earlier.
Bro, let's be real about it. Yeah, if he came in and did what he was supposed to do, which what I was being told he was similar. In fact, do you know what? I'm not going to do what people were saying to me. I'll do the numbers. The numbers he was doing abroad, if he came to the Premier League and did the numbers he was doing last season.
Or even like a partial.
You're right. Arsenal will probably...
Even if he was on like 7-8 goals by now, right? And you see that, okay, it's halfway through, you're adjusting to the Premier League from the Portuguese league, you can probably say, you know what, get me at least 15 goals in the season. You'll be all right.
The thing is, yeah, the performances might be better. They might be winning by bigger margins. But if you actually look at Arsenal's season this season, they've won most of their games, right?
Yeah, they have. Of course they have. Troops got bare coping for Glockless 9. That is crazy. Yock Lesnar, man.
Gyokeres.
Him being called Glock 9 is mad. They need to remove that. You can't call him Glock at this stage.
Take off the mask. Just take off the mask. It stinks. Just take off the mask.
So he's still backing him. You know what? By the way, 800 here.
It's not a real gun.
800 here.
I don't know.
Unless you're driving a car or a vehicle or something that can get you in trouble in terms of an accident, please like the video. Like the video if you haven't done so yet. Saeed, I bet you haven't liked the video either, you chump. So please.
Saeed, don't worry, man. I'm cooking.
And Saeed, you've got like 10 other accounts, you know, so your burners. So please go on them accounts too. Safe.
Arsenal should have just got the Premier League striker experience starter pack. Calvert-Lewin and Watkins were right there. Do you know what I mean? They could have just plugged in that Premier, and that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, would anybody right now, genuinely right now, would they say that Gyokeres is better than Calvert-Lewin?
No, he's not.
What? Of course not.
Exactly. But if I'd said this 6 months ago, Calvert-Lewin's better than Gyokeres, I would have been chased off this street. They would have told me.
Nah, bro, I would have just told you were cross-dresser.
That's what okay, absolutely. They would have said Jay's 5'10" in heels. Do you know what I mean?
This is why.
Cuban, lemon, pepper, steppers. I think you'll find. But sorry, go on.
This is why football is one of the most fucked sports, and how shit can change. I was dancing around with shades in my robe. Now I hate my gaffer. You know what I'm saying? Now you're telling me that. And rightly so, that DCL, by the way, we haven't seen, apart from this season, we haven't seen this man in 5 years.
Yeah, facts. Last time we saw him, Ancelotti was managing Everton. Ancelotti's gone to Real Madrid, won multiple Champions Leagues. Yeah, it's mad when you put it that way, bro.
It's
DCL, and now managing Brazil.
Bro, it's crazy. And now this man is like, easily, like, by the way, like DCL is playing, the man are going, oh yeah, he scored again, type of thing. Like, bro, DCL is better. They're seeing it better than Gyokeres.
No, but the one thing DCL's got, and in the Premier League, movement, penalty box movement is, you know, like if you have good penalty box movement in the Premier League, you'll always do a little something. Do you know what I mean? Even if you can't run. As long as you can move in the penalty, Gyokeres has terrible penalty box movement. Yeah,
Jay, you actually stole my point. I swear to you, my point.
Like, I was gonna say the same thing as what you just said,
No,
Jay.
do you know what it was, right? Because you see that point, right? It's so true, because the thing is, there were two opportunities where he could have gone. The ball got flashed across the box. One from, I think, Declan Rice, where he kind of flashed it across the box in the first half, and I think there was one from Madueke in the second half where he kind of like got to their byline and then he kind of crossed it across. There's no movement for him coming across the defender. There's none. He's just standing still like a hot potato. So yeah, man, he's not good, man. He's not good. I don't want to, as I said, he's low hanging fruit. It's pointless me kind of berating him. He is not good. Let's move on. In my opinion, in terms of kind of cussing him, obviously you lot are going to do what you need to do. I don't need to keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to cuss him. From me in the summer, I saw the player and I was like, this player is too big to play as a number 9 in the Premier League. Like, he's just too big. It's just logically, like, if you look at Gyokeres and you watch his movements, I don't understand how anybody can come away with it without the observation that this guy's too big. He's too big.
That's what I'm saying.
But when we may have insinuated he needed Weight Watchers in the summer, I said, why?
I called him a fat fuck.
They said, why are you Googling men's weights? And I said, I do what I want in my spare time. So the point remains that the Gyokeres has always been too big for the Premier League. He needs to go Serie A.
Jay,
I like the eloquently end of the season. She'll just be like, this was a bad transfer.
Jay,
because I don't see how he gets better. Like, I don't see how he eloquently improve. And I don't even see why Arsenal at the stage where they're at as a football club would want to wait. Arsenal had already grown past the need for a player like Gyokeres.
Because of
you know what I mean? And it's like now you're like, are you waiting for this guy to catch up? He's too old. He's not 21. He's not. But Ryan,
I need to take a leaf out of your book. I'll be honest.
In the summer for him, I just don't see.
You can't call him Ricky Lambert. Ricky Lambert was still better than them.
Ricky Lambert had a little moment in the Prem, man. Let's not do that.
That Southampton spell was crazy. 2013 was amazing.
Man. Genuinely, Jay, like you said, like, you know, you suggested that he might be a little bit needed. I called him a fat fuck outright, and he's wheezing and walking. Shouldn't be wheezing and walking. I'll be honest. Like, why is he wheezing after walking? However, we've seen many a chunky striker come in and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bottom line. You could be chunky. How many chunky men have tech? Mad tech, bro. Mad tech. You get it? Marino ain't quick. Far from it. Man still bags goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, Gyokeres probably needs to just trim down the muscle, not be built the no neck thing. If you're gonna do the no neck thing, you gotta be a bulldozer and cause havoc and at least getting the chances to miss them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be built like Mendes Lang, like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me just say, Brobby.
Shout out Mendes Lang, by the way, because he's actually a problem at times.
Whoever said the Brobby thing, that's a real. I think I was expecting what Brobby gives Sunderland is what I was expecting Gyokeres to give Arsenal.
Stop. Yeah, but the thing is, the issue is with the strikers of today, which is only to play in low blocks. You have to adjust your game or find the perfect kind of striker. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know with today's strikers, it's all a gamble, isn't it? Let's be real. It's not easy. Well. Yeah, even Gyokeres, and you know what? I come to the conclusion. Even if Gyokeres is overweight in football terms, because he's not fat, obviously.
No. Yeah, when we say he's fat, he's got too much muscle. Like,
like when we say girls ass. But
the thing is, if you take
got too much booty,
even if you take into the aspect that let's say he drops, I don't know, like a few kilograms or whatever, right? It doesn't change the fact that he's still not effective because he's not that good of a footballer in general. Like, Jesus comes on yesterday, starts juggling the ball around Van Dijk. Do you know what I mean? Like, just in the air. Like, it's
man.
Don't think it's enough.
Where do we draw the line? Because obviously, like, when a player that's like not very built, let's just say like Florian Wirtz, we look at him and go, like, he's just gonna get bullied around the Prem. He needs to bulk up, and that's why he needs to bulk up if he's gonna do anything. be more like Morgan Rogers kind of in the build. And then we get a striker like Gyokeres, who is already built like a flipping bear, like just built bare muscle and that. You know what I'm saying? And now we're telling him he needs to slim down. So like, where's the like?
I don't know, man. If Gyokeres went to like a Newcastle, I think he'd thrive because there's a lot of spacing behind the way they play. With Arsenal, they need someone that is kind of more of a complete striker, I suppose. And that his name's not really Havertz, but are we going to knock the fact that he got 20 goals and assists last year? Did he not?
Gyokeres doesn't even really have to lose weight. Like that's just a joke, like an ongoing joke. What he actually needs to do is get across his man.
Doesn't do it enough.
Yeah, that's what he has. Like the cross that Rice put in. I don't know if anyone's seen the movement of Gyokeres. You might have seen it. Rice cuts. He goes to the line and puts a really.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
On his heels, like he didn't even like, bro. It was mad. It was mad.
But that's usually his bread and butter, though.
Yeah. Is it though? If you look at the goals he scored against Sport, no, look at his
poaching. Yeah, poaching, cutbacks, all of that.
No. If you look at a lot of his goals in Portugal, I've actually gone back and watched a lot of his goals. He doesn't score bad tap-ins, you know. Like a lot of his goals are like he's running, man. He's just taking defenders with him. Like he's running and dragging defenders with him, and then just slapping it in right foot, left foot.
Højlund's better than Gyokeres. Right. I remember earlier in the season, I said to Kaz after like a month of watching Gyokeres, I was like, this guy doesn't look any better than Højlund would look. It actually makes me think a lot of these strikers in the Premier League that we think are just good, mid, it makes me think, what would these guys do in Portugal? It makes me think some of these strikers in the Premier League, who Richarlison would probably have a statue at Porto, shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like these players that we downplay in the Premier League, in some of these other leagues, yeah. I guess if you look at Portugal and we look at Nunes, Gyokeres, and João Felix, I think moving forward, if you buy a striker,
I mean Gonzalo Ramos as well.
Yeah. If you buy, I think Ramos is actually quite good to be fair, but we'll take it. I think if you buy a striker from Portugal moving forward, that's on your own heads. That be on your own head, be it. Do you see what I mean? Like, don't be expecting nothing no more because it just doesn't translate to the Premier League.
What's this?
I think there's a bigger. Sorry, go on, guys.
No, go on, because I was gonna.
I said I think it's enough for another day, but I think there's a bigger conversation because listen, Arsenal are top of the league somehow, listen, with Gyokeres playing 80% of the games up top. I don't know. Right? I think we do need to maybe have a conversation at another time about the quality of this league and how Arsenal are managing to do this, because I think Arsenal are still going to win the league, and Gyokeres is going to have played a big part in that. Whether he scored 2 goals, 1 goal, or 10 goals, I think the quality of his performances have been.
It's because your defense is that good, though. It will always allow you to have those one player like a Trossard or a Saka or a Declan Rice get you a goal when you're going over the line.
There's got to be more of a fight. You can't have Chelsea 18 points, 17 points. You can't have Arsenal potentially winning the league by 8-9 points. You can't over Man City. Like, I just think that we've got to have a conversation about the quality of this league, because
winning the league over City by how many points?
Potentially 8-9 points. I don't think Man City.
That potentially wasn't here before.
Hold on. Surely we have that conversation when it happens. You've just predicted you're going to win the league by 8-9 points. We can't have a conversation when that's not the case at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But currently we're 6 points ahead, and I think that's going to grow. So I'm forecasting it. I'm not saying it's happened. I said potentially. The fact that Arsenal might win the league.
The set piece, for me, I think Cass is right with the defense, right? But then I also think, like, I was having a conversation with LB earlier, and Arsenal have, some will say, scumbagged some results, but that is the difference, yeah? The difference is that Arsenal are getting it done, right? The difference between Arsenal and City this season is that, because Arsenal have had a good period where they're playing well, City have had a good period when we're playing well. We're now having City have had bad periods where we haven't played so well. Arsenal have also had bad periods, but the difference is, in those bad periods, Arsenal are still getting wins, right? And that's the difference, yeah? The difference is, and the set pieces is a big, big deal. I keep saying it, like, we shouldn't be knocking Arsenal for making the most of set pieces. We should be fucking following in their footsteps.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I do think though, like that. I do think there's got to be a point of like you got to understand where I'm coming from. Like you've lost Diaz for 4 weeks. You've lost Guardiola, for almost the whole season. You're not playing well. Okay, fine. You're missing chances. This is the same thing that Arsenal was. All of these things. This is what Arsenal was saying last season. So I understand that there's got to be an understanding from us as rivals to say, "Well, hold on, Man City have done this," but this isn't the same Man City team.
No, but this conversation's just changed. I agree with you.
I just feel like hold on. I just feel like when I say, "Oh, like Arsenal can potentially win the league by 6, 7 points, 8 points, 9 points," we do predictions every week. We predict games that are good. So my prediction is, so I don't have to wait. I'm just giving my prediction of what I believe will happen. So it's
but I think we can't judge the league you can't judge the league and say Arsenal have won the league by 9 points.
I haven't. I said
you haven't done it yet.
I'm just predicting what I believe. I'm not saying it's gonna. I said predict potentially. That's what I said.
But let me just.
I don't think you will. I don't think you will.
So I think every time I think Arsenal might pull away or something, they don't. Do you know what I mean? Every time I think Arsenal are kind of maybe they allow City a chance. City brought Semenyo in. Okay, so what we saw like listen, I've already been validated with Semenyo. 10 goals, is it? Wonderful, great news. Mane-esque trajectory, but we won't talk about that today. The point I want to make is Arsenal's goal scoring is an issue. It is an issue because even in games that I see Arsenal play so well in a game and they're still just 1-0 up. Do you know what I mean? And then the other team has a chance and this and that. All I'm saying to you, Lee, is that you're 6 points ahead. You know, it's a long season still. There's like half the season to go. Multiple games, Champions League. You're still in every competition. You know, Rice can be tired. Zubimendi starting
right now, Jay. I'm just asking you as a prediction.
I'm just saying Zubimendi looking a bit tired. It's only halfway through the season. If Calafiori's
I'm asking you just right now on the 9th of January at 1:22. I'm asking you to predict if you believe Arsenal are going to win the league.
I do believe Arsenal.
So my prediction is
hold on, but that's not the thing. It's the number of points you won the league by.
But my point is if I predict Arsenal are going to win the league, cool. I'm not predicting Arsenal are going to win the league by 8 points and then denigrating the quality of the league. That's the difference between what we're doing. My
angle was, I'm just predicting Arsenal are going to win the league, and I think that because of the quality,
you also had to dig at the quality of the league, which is why I piped up.
Yeah. So I just think that there's a conversation about the quality of the league, possibly.
I don't think there is a conversation about the quality of the league. I think there's a conversation
more to the point
about the playing style of the league, as the aesthetic of the league. If you look at the league and say the quality of the games I'm watching does not entertain me, 100%. Massive point to be made about. If you're talking about the quality of the team of the Premier League, when teams that finished 17th and 16th competed in the Europa League final last year of this league, I think it's an impossible question.
But as you said this one thing, like you gotta push one narrative to another side if you're gonna say, well, every time Arsenal have the chance to further themselves away, but in the same breath, City have failed to also push towards Arsenal in opportunities where you say that should be guaranteed. Let's be real. I would be interested to see how City play further on, like continuously, especially away from home without Vardy or Diaz, because their build-up is so slow. It's 10 times slower. They might create all the chances in the world and everything, but not every day you don't get Brightons to have those chances.
That's my thing as well, though, Kaz, right? My thing is, I don't think Arsenal are going to walk the league because we are playing football like the Harlem Globetrotters. I think it's because the Man City aren't going to garner enough points to win games. Would it shock me if they lose against Man United next game? No, it's not going to shock me because I don't believe in Man City the same way that I did 2 weeks ago. So for me, listen, I'm not sitting there saying that they're a crap team, of course not. But to say that Arsenal are going to probably potentially win the league by 8-9 points, I just think it's nothing crazy. We do predictions every week.
This is why I'm hot at my own manager.
I think
a winning formula in a league that really is quite literally saying it could be up for grabs if someone was consistent.
I think, but I look at it from the point of view of saying that Arsenal have shown that the one thing that Arsenal's shown us in the last few years is that these leads that they have can be closed. Like they can be got at. They do tighten up in the stretch a little bit. And we can make the argument that it won't happen this season. And I hear that argument, and I think probably it won't. However, it's like chicken and the egg. We have to experience it for us to say it's not going to happen. We can't just be like, Arsenal are going to this year, hold their line, make sure they get to the line first, blah, blah, blah. When they've proven time and time again that they haven't been able to. So this year, we're going to work out whether or not it's Arteta.
But let's be real.
We might have said it was the players, right?
Yeah, you don't face Van Dijks and Kanates every week, though. When they want to decide they want to play, they will come up against Everton's at home and, Burnley at home. They will smash these teams. Remember, we talk about Arsenal's goal scoring, but they're only 5 goals away from totaling Cities, and they scored the most in the league. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think that's my argument.
I think I'm with Jay.
Different.
You have to be because you have to believe in your own team to kind of get the source.
Do I think that I 100% think that Arsenal are the favourites to win the league? At this point, like I've said, football gods, maybe the football gods got involved yesterday. I need them to get involved a bit more. But like I said at the start of this show, I also need my team to do better, because if Arsenal drop more points, but we can continue drawing games, right, and not being more clinical, then it doesn't matter. I just think, Lee, that as I get in your lifetime, you've seen leagues, but as a fan of a club that like you failed to get it over the line 3 times, I think this season might be the season you get it over the line. But before we start saying, we're winning the league by 9 points, and so the league's
I didn't say that potentially, but I get you.
Potentially, I just think get it done first. I don't know. I do think there's a good chance you're going to win it. I just don't think 9 points, because I do look at yesterday and think that will happen again. You'll drop more points. City will drop more points. We'll see, though. We'll see.
I think when I looked at it, I think again part of my point was the amount of away games you've got and the games you've got away from home. You're not good. I can't. Your next 3-4 games away from away or home, your next 3-4 games, I just can't see you picking up maximum points. I can see us picking up maximum points in the league, or near enough. It's
near enough because we're getting a result out.
But that's the point. The thing is, how many times, even this season, have I had conversations with Arsenal fans and they've said we're 100% getting maximum points, and it doesn't have, football doesn't work like that.
Of course, no, it's nothing's on paper. Of course not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like that was then. This is now. I can only talk about where we're at this point in the season. I think that back then you were a lot more boisterous, and obviously rightly so, because you had all your players, and they were all saying, no, you didn't actually. Let me take that back. You didn't have all your players, but they were on the way back. And then you start to have all them back. We didn't have all our players, and
and you still got it done. That's the difference. I agree with you on that.
And we were finding our ways, and now we're getting it back. So now we're trying to find a happy medium between the manager making the right decisions, the players performing, and sort of that rotation. And look, Jay made a great point about all the other competitions we're in. So there are many moving parts, but it's already 6 points. I can only see that increasing. I can't see that decreasing, because I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying that it's because Arsenal are supreme. It's because of Man City. That's the issue. It's Man City that aren't going to push the way that they normally push. That's all it is. I don't think I'm saying anything, horrible there. So.
No, you're not.
Let me run these quick. I don't think anyone predicted he would have stunk this bad, and Sesko's starting to cook. Let's be real, Burnley. It's just Burnley. Dumb fan base should have trusted Arteta. He never wanted him. True. Now maybe, but remember, Sesko would still be raw. We don't know what he's going to look. Actually, we do look like. To be fair, teams do deploy low blocks against United. So what is? Lee Gyokeres was off before Madueke came on. We can't give Havertz all the time and give up Gyokeres when he's having a drought. I mean, if you're calling I still call that penalty kick a drought. Anyways, I'm still backing him.
To be fair, he's got another one. When I was at the game yesterday, there were a lot of people that were get him off at the 55th minute. That there were a lot of people.
Yeah, Gyokeres play like the striker that's always making the run and no one passing the ball. He's given up. We have too many wannabe kings and no king makers in this team. I do agree. He needs box awareness. I don't know. Sesko kind of proved a little bit that his movement. He's raw, bro. He was not.
Oh no, you say that, but hold on. But like,
I still think Sesko in his Arsenal side isn't getting you 20 goals yet.
Yeah,
but I think he'd have you. I think he'd have you on. He'd be
I will just say, and obviously, listen, it would be
at the moment.
No, you're right, but Kaz, you're right, but it wouldn't be a never a foul stream if I didn't mention my main man, Bruno Fernandes. Big up, Bruno. I don't think it's a coincidence that Bruno played a little bit further forward, and he was seeing those runs. He was trying to put into it.
You're right.
You know what?
You know what I mean? Was he not like he was finding him? Like, so I was just like, yeah, cool.
On the right hand side.
The thing is, if we're talking
members of the Bruno Defense League,
when people are trying to blame the rest of the Arsenal team on Gyokeres, the one thing I'd say is during this show, I'm pretty certain someone said that like he hasn't had shots. Right?
Yeah,
the number of shots he has had. Now, if you're a striker, even if you are not being fed, in your opinion, enough, if you're a proper striker, you make space for yourself and you shoot. Right? You can't. This is mad. Anyone trying to put this on the rest of the Arsenal team, bro, what are you doing? Like, you must be Gyokeres FC at this point. Like, you can't put this on the rest of the Arsenal team. You can't.
You know what it is? Gyokeres has got a great celebration, a great vibe. I was introduced to it, and I didn't maintain it because I'm seeing, well, this guy's basically Hoyland. So it's just. I thought he was going to be a lot better than what he was.
And technically, if you really look at it, it's like. You know, like it was an okay celebration. You know, like the whole Batman.
No, the celebration's cold. No, the celebration is sick. The celebration is one of the coldest in the world. I don't care what anyone tells me. But it doesn't hit the same if you're only getting like penalty goals and only 4 goals in the league, or 3, is it, or whatever. I hear it.
If you're a fan of Batman, it's a cold celebration.
I love Batman.
It's simple minds are pleased by simple things. I'm not trying to say that you guys have simple minds. I'm just saying that that's a very simple thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you keep with the chicken man with a lowercase R9 in your front door, innit? So
that's
is, man.
The guy who's outscored him in the Premier League this season.
Lowercase R9, yeah, man.
Yeah. Don't mess about our pigeon.
But like, just pivoting away, just to keep it on board. Another thing that's kind of between City and Arsenal right now is what Ornstein pushed yesterday about Guehi. I don't understand why Arsenal want Guehi. I can. I think they might want to upgrade in a certain area, but I don't see why Guehi would want to go to Arsenal knowing that he's not going to start, he's not going to play. Do you know what I mean? He's not playing over Timber if he was to ever go right back. He's not playing over none of the centre backs either. Maybe he just wants to be part of a winning squad, potentially, because it hasn't happened yet. And then obviously City as well. I mean, I think Guehi has more of a chance of maybe fitting in because, you know, there's obviously always question marks, and Pep rotates his centre-backs quite a lot. So I'm just wondering why would Arsenal change another defender? I can see why City, they got an injury and they want to win a league potentially. So I don't even think Guehi leaves. How about that?
Guehi leaves this January?
I don't think he leaves this January.
I think City have to force him. I think City have to force. If I'm City, I'm like, we do not get this guy in the summer.
Bro, 2 things. Firstly, I don't think we get this guy in the summer. Secondly, I will say, if we don't get, like, at the moment,
the season's fucked, isn't it?
No, we've got 2 20-year-olds currently, and we've got Ake, who will not stay fit for the remainder of the season. Now, if we do not get a centre back in January, and when I say a centre back in of that level, a starter, right? Then I agree with Lee. At this point, I would then agree with Lee and say, you might win this league by 9 points. We have to, and it's great that, you know what, Max and Kuzanov had a good game against Brighton, for 2 players that probably had never even spoke to each other until a day before, right? Had a good game.
Max doesn't speak Kazakhstani. Does he not speak
Kazakhstani? And he's been at Watford.
Okay.
He's been at Watford until Tuesday when he came back. So they had a good game. But is that enough to win a league? No, it's not going to be. They had a good game against Brighton at home, right?
Yeah.
We've got Man United away. We've got Liverpool away. We've got Tottenham away, right?
Yeah.
We've got multiple difficult away games. That is not going to get this over. And Kuzanov, by the way, and Kuzanov was quality, and Kuzanov is quality. Anyone saying Kuzanov's rubbish, you don't want City in it. Simple as that.
No, he doesn't speak French. Kuzanov knows small English.
No, someone in the comments said Kuzanov's crap.
Oh no, I'm not saying he knows French. No, he actually knows English. I saw him on literally talking with Pep in English, bro. Like on the sideline. So it's kind of one of those. Read this quick stat. Gyokeres after 21 games, played 19, 5 goals, 2 goals in 6 Champions League games. Hoyland first season after 21 games, played 16, 2 goals versus Villa and Spurs, 5 goals in 6 UCL games. Why not 21? What?
It's identical almost.
The 2 goals that Gyokeres scored was against Atletico as well.
I don't think I think with the Gyokeres thing, I mean Sesko's young, innit? Like he's got that profile. He'll get there. Like worst case scenario, he evolves into a good Premier League striker. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of worst case scenario.
He needs coaching.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But worst case scenario, he evolves into a good.
He looks like He looks like an all-round decent enough player that can get there.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
he needs coaching on his selection of shot choices and striking the ball a little bit more with more vim.
How old is he?
No, he's 22, but I hear it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, low ceiling. Yeah, even if he just improves a tiny bit, man. On all of these things, yeah,
he can do, but he just needs to. Look, Amrim, you can tell you suffer if you're up front, innit? That's his work. That's his base of everything. But I don't. I need to see more. He needs to put more aggression in his game. You can't be 6'5", that athletic and whatnot. And bro, you're Eastern European. I need to see some aggression, bro. Like I need to see you. I'm not asking you to be a lap wrestler. I'm asking you to show some flipping aggression in some of your.
Well, that's the thing. Is like when you have Sesko's profile, it's and I don't want to talk about Semenyo, but it's like when you have a certain profile of as a player, the coaching, as long as you're in a good coaching environment, the rest will come because you've got a unique profile. Sesko has a unique profile as a number 9, so even on a low ceiling, he's going to be good because
he's Ahmad and Bumo back, man.
I mean, Ahmad's going to be riding bench in a back 4, but we don't.
No, he won't. Ahmad's bro right now. Ahmad is like player of the tournament at AFCON.
Okay, where's Ahmad playing? If in a back 4, where's Ahmad playing?
What do you mean in a back 4? What about in a front 3? In a front 3, he's not a fullback.
Where's he playing?
It doesn't matter where he plays. Right or left. Right or left. It don't matter.
Okay, so where's Cunha playing?
I'm false 9. I think Sesko needs the whole bench.
Right. So you're saying that Ahmad's going to start left wing for you,
or in Bumo, yeah, and they'll just rotate in the game as you can.
Okay, so I think Ahmad's going to be playing on the bench. I'm not gonna lie.
He's not going on the bench.
I will say though, yeah, I hate to be that guy, but being player of the tournament at the AFCON,
you're racist.
Give it a rest, man.
Racism. This is racism.
Give it a rest, man.
This is racist. This sounds like
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Lee, you love playing Villa now.
Yeah, man. This guy is a villain.
Being player of the tournament at the AFCON, yo, it might actually be Brexit Lee, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Anyways, people, look, big up to anyone that's here. 10 likes of 300. Could you quickly do that if you don't mind? Troops is about to go live with Monts and the normal people, Flawless and Lewis. So you want to head over there, just give it a naff raid. And
Monts gonna be looking smug.
Back tomorrow, man.
Monts, don't look too smug. Reminder.
FA Cup weekend.
Reminder.
Rest, bro.
It means your manager is in a job for longer, so don't look too smug.
Guess what? We didn't.
We're winning it all, isn't it?
We didn't win.
For it.